everyone, and welcome to our English Learning Podcast. My name is Ella. I am your English teacher. Today, we are going to talk about cooking. We will speak slowly. We will use simple English. We will enjoy the conversation together.
Hello, Ella. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm learning English. I like cooking and I like learning new words. I feel relaxed when we talk slowly like this.
That is very good, Alex. Cooking is a great topic. We use cooking words every day. We talk about food at home. We talk about food with friends. We talk about food at work.
Yes, I hear many cooking words every day. Sometimes I understand them, sometimes I feel confused. I want to speak about cooking with confidence.
And today, we will practice that together. We will start with simple cooking actions. We will say the words clearly. We will repeat ideas in different ways, not the same words again and again.
I like that style. It feels natural, like a real conversation.
Exactly. Now, let us begin with a simple idea. Cooking is about preparing food. When we cook, we do things step by step.
Yes, first I prepare the ingredients, then I cook them. Finally, I eat the food.
Very nice, Alex. Let us slow that down and say it clearly. You prepare the ingredients, you cook the food, you eat the meal.
When I prepare ingredients, I usually wash vegetables. I cut onions. I slice carrots. I feel calm when I do these things.
That sounds peaceful. Now let us focus on action words in cooking. For example, wash, cut, slice, chop.
I often chop garlic. The smell is strong, but I like it. Chopping feels active and energetic.
Very good description, Alex. Another common action is mix. We mix ingredients in a bowl.
Yes, I mix eggs and milk when I make an omelet. I mix slowly so everything comes together.
That is a perfect example. You are already speaking very naturally about cooking.
Thank you, Ella. I feel more confident when the words are simple.
Confidence grows with practice. Now, let us talk about tools in the kitchen. We use tools to help us cook.
I use a knife every day. I use a cutting board. I also use a pan and a pot.
Excellent. A knife is for cutting. A cutting board protects the table. A pan is good for frying. A pot is good for boiling.
When I boil water, I use a pot. When I fry eggs, I use a pan. These words feel very practical.
Yes, they are everyday English words. Now, let us talk about heat. Heat is important in cooking.
I usually cook on low heat. I do not like burning food. Low heat feels safer.
That is a smart choice. Low heat cooks food slowly. High heat cooks food fast. Medium heat is balanced.
When I cook soup, I start with high heat. Later, I use low heat. The soup tastes better that way.
That is a very natural cooking habit. You are also using English very well.
I noticed that cooking English is very descriptive. We talk about smell, we talk about taste, we talk about texture.
You are absolutely right. Let us explore that a little. Food can smell good. Food can taste sweet, salty, or spicy. Food can feel soft or crispy.
I like crispy food. Fried chicken feels crispy outside and soft inside. That contrast is interesting.
Beautiful description, Alex. You are not just learning English, you are telling a story about food.
It feels enjoyable. I feel like I'm sitting in a kitchen and talking.
That is the feeling we want. A relaxed kitchen conversation. No pressure, just calm learning.
I feel ready to continue. Cooking English feels friendly now.
And this is only the beginning. In the next part, we will talk about recipes and simple meals. We will continue slowly. We will keep it clear and comfortable. Welcome back, Alex. We continue our kitchen conversation. Everything feels calm and easy.
Yes, Ella. It feels like we never stop talking. The kitchen is still warm, the words still flow slowly.
That is perfect for learning. Now, let us talk about recipes. A recipe is a guide for cooking.
I like simple recipes. I do not enjoy complicated steps. Simple food makes me happy.
Simple recipes are great for beginners. They are clear. They are easy to follow. They build confidence.
When I read a recipe, I first look at the ingredients. I like knowing what I need before cooking.
That is a good habit. Ingredients are the heart of a recipe. Without ingredients, there is no dish.
For example, when I cook fried rice, I prepare rice, eggs, vegetables, and oil. Everything feels familiar.
That is a wonderful example. Fried rice is a very common dish. It is simple. It is flexible.
Yes. Sometimes I add chicken, sometimes I add shrimp. The recipe changes, but the idea stays the same.
That shows creativity. Cooking is not strict. Cooking allows freedom.
I feel relaxed when cooking like that. I do not worry about being perfect.
That feeling is important. Now let us talk about cooking steps. Most recipes follow an order.
First, I heat the pan, then I add oil, later I add the ingredients.
Very clear. Words like first, then, and later help the listener understand.
They make the story smooth. The cooking process feels organized.
Exactly. Another helpful word is after that. It connects actions naturally.
After that, I stir everything together. I make sure nothing sticks to the pan.
That is excellent kitchen English. Now let us talk about time in cooking.
Time is very important. If I cook too long, food burns. If I cook too fast, food stays raw.
Very true. We often say things like cook for 5 minutes. Let it cook slowly.
I like slow cooking. The flavors become deeper. The smell fills the kitchen.
That is a beautiful image. Cooking is not only about eating, it is also about the experience.
Yes, I enjoy standing near the stove. I listen to the sound of food cooking.
That sound tells a story. Now let us talk about taste.
Taste is personal. Some people like salty food, some people like sweet flavors.
Yes, and cooking language reflects that. We say, this tastes good. This needs more salt.
When I taste soup, I adjust the flavor. I add a little salt. I stir gently.
That is very natural. Now let us explore daily meals.
I usually cook breakfast quickly. I make eggs or toast. I keep it simple.
Breakfast is often fast and light. Lunch can be simple too. Dinner is usually more relaxed.
At dinner, I have more time. I enjoy chopping vegetables. I enjoy watching food cook.
That calm moment is special. Many people feel the same.
Cooking feels like self-care. It helps me slow down.
That is a wonderful way to say it. Cooking can be comforting.
And talking about cooking in English feels comfortable now. The words feel familiar.
That means learning is happening. In the next part, we will talk about mistakes in cooking and simple solutions. We will keep the conversation natural and friendly.
I look forward to it. Learning English through cooking feels enjoyable.
We are back in the kitchen. The conversation continues smoothly. Everything still feels calm.
Yes, Ella. The kitchen feels familiar now.
The sounds, the smells, and the words all feel comfortable.
That is a good place to learn. Now let us talk about mistakes in cooking. Mistakes are very common.
Yes, I make mistakes often. At first, I felt frustrated. Now, I feel more relaxed about it.
That is an important change. Mistakes help us learn. Cooking teaches patience.
Sometimes my food is too salty. Sometimes it is too dry. These things happen.
They happen to everyone. In English, we describe these situations simply. We say, "This is too salty. This is too dry."
Those sentences feel very direct. They describe the problem clearly.
Exactly. Now let us talk about fixing mistakes.
When food is too salty, I add water or vegetables. The taste becomes softer.
That is a good solution. In English, we say, "I add more water. I balance the flavor."
I like the phrase, balance the flavor. It sounds gentle.
It is gentle, just like cooking. Now let us talk about food being overcooked.
Sometimes vegetables become too soft. They lose their color. They lose their energy.
That is a nice way to describe it. In English, we often say, "The vegetables are overcooked."
When that happens, I try to learn for next time. I cook for a shorter time.
That shows growth. Cooking is about adjustment.
I also notice mistakes with heat. High heat feels dangerous sometimes.
Yes, high heat needs attention. Low heat gives more control.
When I feel unsure, I lower the heat. The food cooks more evenly.
That is a smart decision. Now let us talk about confidence in the kitchen.
At the beginning, I followed recipes very strictly. Now I trust my feeling more.
That is a big step. Confidence comes from experience.
I taste food while cooking. I adjust slowly. I stay present.
That presence is important. Cooking becomes enjoyable.
I feel proud when a meal turns out well. Even a simple meal feels special.
That pride is meaningful. Now let us connect this feeling to English learning.
Yes, I see the connection. At first, I followed English rules very carefully. Now, I speak more freely.
That is a perfect comparison. Cooking and language learning are very similar.
Both need practice. Both need patience. Both become easier over time.
Exactly. Now let us talk about sharing food.
When I cook for others, I feel nervous, but I also feel excited.
That feeling is natural. Sharing food is personal.
I like seeing people enjoy my cooking. Their smiles give me confidence.
And when you talk about your food in English, you share more than just a dish. You share a story.
That makes cooking English feel warm and human.
That warmth is important. In the next part, we will talk about cooking habits, routines, and talking about food in daily life. The conversation will stay slow and friendly.
I am ready. This journey feels smooth and comfortable.
We are back again. The kitchen feels even more familiar now. The conversation flows gently.
Yes, Ella. Cooking feels like a daily rhythm. Talking about it in English feels natural.
That rhythm is important. Now let us talk about daily cooking habits.
I cook almost every day. Cooking becomes part of my routine. It feels normal and comfortable.
That is a healthy habit. In English, we often talk about routines very simply.
I usually cook in the evening. After work, I prepare dinner. Cooking helps me relax.
Evening cooking is common. The day slows down. The kitchen becomes a quiet place.
I turn on soft music. I move slowly. I enjoy each step.
That sounds peaceful. Now let us talk about planning meals.
I plan simple meals for the week. This saves time and energy.
Planning helps reduce stress. It also helps with shopping.
Yes, when I go shopping, I know what to buy. I feel organized.
Organization makes cooking easier. Now let us talk about leftovers.
Leftovers are very useful. I keep food in containers. I eat them the next day.
That is practical. In English, we say, I reheat the food. The leftovers still taste good.
Reheating saves time. It also reduces waste.
That is a thoughtful habit. Now let us talk about eating together.
Eating together feels warm. Sharing a meal creates connection.
Yes, food brings people together.
Even simple food feels special when shared. The conversation becomes richer.
That is very true. Now let us talk about describing food in daily life.
When I talk about food, I keep it simple. I say the food is tasty. I say it is filling.
Those words are very useful. Tasty means it tastes good. Filling means it makes you full.
I also say food is light or heavy. Light food feels easy to eat. Heavy food feels rich.
Excellent descriptions. These words are common in everyday English.
I noticed that food vocabulary helps social conversations. It makes talking easier.
Yes, food is a safe and friendly topic.
Talking about cooking helps me connect with people. It feels warm and human.
That connection is powerful. Now let us slow down and prepare for the final part.
I feel calm and ready. This journey feels complete.
In the next part, we will review everything together. We will revisit the main ideas. We will end the podcast gently. We have reached the final part of our podcast. The kitchen is quiet now. The conversation feels complete.
Yes, Ella. It feels like the end of a long and comfortable cooking session. Everything feels familiar and warm.
This is a good moment to slow down. We will review what we learned together. We will keep it simple and clear.
Reviewing feels helpful. It helps the ideas stay in my mind.
At the beginning, we talked about cooking basics. We talked about preparing food. We talked about washing, cutting, slicing, and mixing.
Yes, those actions are very common. They feel easy to remember.
We also talked about kitchen tools. We used words like knife, pan, pot, and cutting board.
Those tools are part of daily life. Using them in English feels natural now.
Then we moved to simple recipes. We talked about ingredients and steps. We used words like first, then, and after that.
Those words helped organize ideas. They made cooking sound clear and calm.
We also talked about time and heat, low heat, medium heat, and high heat, cooking slowly, letting food cook gently.
That part felt very practical. It connects directly to real cooking.
After that, we talked about mistakes in cooking, food being too salty, food being overcooked.
Yes, we learned that mistakes are normal. They help us improve.
We also talked about adjusting food, adding water, balancing flavor, lowering heat.
Those actions feel calm and thoughtful. They reduce stress in the kitchen.
Then we talked about confidence, trusting your feeling, enjoying the process.
That part felt meaningful. It connected cooking with learning English.
Yes, Both cooking and language learning need patience. Both become easier with time.
I feel more relaxed about speaking English now. Just like cooking, I do not need to be perfect.
We also talked about daily cooking habits, planning meals, using leftovers, eating together.
Those habits feel realistic. They reflect everyday life.
Finally, we talked about describing food in daily conversations. Words like tasty, filling, light, and heavy.
Those words feel useful. They help me connect with people.
This podcast was not about rushing. It was about slowing down, listening, enjoying simple English.
Yes, it felt like sitting in a kitchen and talking naturally.
And that is the goal. Learning English should feel comfortable. It should feel human.
I feel encouraged. I feel ready to keep practicing.
That is wonderful to hear. You can listen again. You can cook and listen at the same time. Let the words flow naturally.
Thank you, Ella. This journey felt calm and supportive.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you to everyone listening. Keep cooking, keep learning, and enjoy the process.
Goodbye for now. See you in the next conversation.
Goodbye. Take care and enjoy your time in the kitchen.